Welcome to Stuff and Whiskey. I'm Josh.
And I'm Erin.
And in today's video, we're talking about the 6 whiskeys that we are absolutely, bar none, the most excited about, period.
Period. Welcome to the channel bringing a real-world perspective to the real-world whiskey consumer.
Today, we're talking about the stuff that we're legitimately the most excited about in the world of whiskey, 6 in particular. But before we get into that, Erin, how you doing?
I'm good. We're filming on a weeknight, which is weird.
Yeah, we don't typically film on school nights.
Yeah, so I kind of feel like it's a weekend. So I have some weekend vibes going on, even though it's like a Monday.
Yeah.
So that's good for a Monday.
Yeah, I feel that.
How about you? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. We just had a good weekend full of a bunch of filming, and now we're doing a little bit more.
We're doing like a push week.
Stock up the queue a little bit. But it's been great. Now, everything we've been filming lately has been a ton of fun. And then recently I got to go on a barrel pick, a single barrel selection at 1792 Barton Distillery for a bottle of Full Proof. And I love Full Proof 1792. And this pick is outstanding. It was through a local store. It's not a Stuff and Whiskey pick.
No.
But I cannot wait for this thing to hit the local stores. The one that I picked and the one that the owner of the store picked was also what almost everyone else picked except for one other person.
Yeah.
And then
so
one person was kind of
unanimous.
seesawing a little bit. It was almost unanimous, but it was a ton of fun. It was a great experience. And then we went over to Bardstown Bourbon Company and had a private tour, which was a ton of fun.
Fancy.
We love that.
You fancy.
And got to try their triple stave thing that they've got out right now.
Nice.
And that may be gone by the time this drops. But yeah, it was great. Before I go off too far
I
on
know,
that,
I'm getting antsy.
Let's get into this. This is our quick review for today, and this is going to be Rare Breed Rye. I mean, anybody that watches this channel knows how much we love Rare Breed bourbon.
Yep.
But this is our first bottle of Rare Breed Rye. We have got to try a small sample from a local friend, but this is 112.2 proof, Wild Turkey Rare Breed Barrel Proof Rye. Crafted with conviction, non-chill filtered.
Conviction.
So
that conviction, you can taste it in the bottle,
I'm
sure.
Maybe. We'll find out. But this is something that hits our market and then goes away for a while, and then it comes back, and it kind of comes in waves.
Yeah.
So you got to get it on a wave, and if you miss the wave, then you might be waiting for a while. And we're currently in the period of waiting for a while. So thank goodness, Dennis Weedman, patron, friend of the channel,
thank you,
hooked us up with this bottle. So we're very, very happy to have it. Based on the sample, I remember it being really good. I'll see if it ties back in. So let's get into the nose.
It smells good.
It does smell good.
It smells bright.
Yeah, compared to like the Rare Breed bourbon that has like more of a deeper, richer note on it.
Like a library smell.
Yeah, this has more of a brighter smell to it. And that's kind of typical of ryes.
This has more of a apple fruitiness, if you will.
Yeah, what I get on this is
I'm just trying to be like you.
lemon honey is what I get on Rare Breed Rye. The time I tried it before, and it's here
All right,
too.
I'm gonna try it now. It's just like a nice rye.
Oh, and then the lemon comes in.
I can get like lemon honey on the back.
Yeah.
Like a hot lemon honey, like tea almost.
Yeah, if this were in a hot cup, I would almost think I was drinking a hot toddy. It has that kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
Right on the front of the palate, it just comes in with like a sweet brown sugar, and then it transitions into like this lemon honey tea note on the back end. And it's got a lot of richness, a lot of depth.
This is good.
It's really good. I mean, I think in our local market, I know the bourbon is 50-ish bucks for Rare Breed bourbon. I think the rye might be more like 55 or 60.
Okay.
Rye is a more expensive grain, so I'm not surprised it's coming in. It's also a newer product. Rare Breed bourbon's been out for decades, I think, but the rye is a new to market product in the last few years. So
the heat kind of builds too.
It does, yeah. You do get a nice lingering hug, and there's like not a strong minty note on the flavor spectrum, but there's like a little bit of that cooling that you get from if you have a mint and then you kind of breathe in and you feel that cool air rush. That's there as I'm sitting here talking. So you get a nice long hug.
Yeah.
I mean, availability is spotty, but it is a regular production product. It's not limited release or anything like that. 55-ish bucks. Where are you at on this?
I mean, I want to give it 2 thumbs up because it's Rare Breed, but we're going to be fair and give it just a thumbs up because I don't want to play favorites.
Yeah. I think for me, it's a
solid.
strong thumbs up.
It's a solid thumbs up, though.
It is a strong thumbs up. I'm not as much of a rye person as you are. This is definitely a bourbon drinker's rye.
Oh, yeah.
I think that if you're a bourbon drinker and you like higher proof, especially if you like rare breed bourbon, you owe it to yourself to try the rare breed rye because it is very good. And speaking of things we're very excited about, Wild Turkey rare breed rye or rare breed bourbon isn't on the list, but it is. It's always on the list. Rare breed is always on the list.
Pretend it's on the list.
So let's get into our list.
All right.
First things first, out of the 6 whiskeys that we are absolutely most excited about.
Yes.
What's our number 1?
New Riff.
New Riff. If you guys have been watching the channel, you have saw how much we have been loving this stuff.
The bourbon and the rye.
And the way it's hitting even inside of blind formats.
Yeah.
It's really impressing us, particularly the barrel proof. These are 106.9 proof for the rye, 112.8 proof for the bourbon. New Riff is a newer distillery, but their stuff is outstanding.
Yeah.
We are loving it.
I'm loving it.
And for the money that you spend to get this, I think these store picks are $50 for a barrel proof bourbon. And then for a rye, it was $56 for a barrel proof rye. And they've got a ton of complexity and they stand up to some stuff on the market that is much more expensive and fare very well. Yep. And New Riff's also doing a lot of other really cool things with very innovative process, like their fully malted rye that's out, which hopefully we can find one of those soon. But
I'm excited.
New Riff has won our hearts over.
Yeah,
I think one of our recent videos, you said, "Welcome to the family."
Welcome to the family, Hannah. Welcome to the family.
It's us and New Riff and Wild Turkey, and that's pretty much what we care about. So let's move those to the side.
Oh, okay.
The next thing we're excited about is Maker's Mark. Now, almost everything they do that's not just the regular Maker's Mark is great, and the 46 is a good intro pour, but anything that's in this bottle shape that is cask strength is particularly what we're very excited for. This is the FAE 02, one of the new limited release products. Outstanding. I've not had one of these limited release products that I didn't like, and they've all been very good to very, very good.
Yeah.
They're amazing. The store picks that come in this bottle.
So any of the ones in this bottle are good.
Yeah, and this is 109.1 proof, but they can range anywhere between, like, I've seen them as low as 108 proof or so, and then I've seen them up around 110, 11, 12, but that's barrel proof. They go in at a low entry proof. Maker's Mark is doing big things. Big fans of what's going on there.
Cool.
Third up, Jack Daniel's, and once again, anything in this bottle shape.
Okay.
We're excited about.
Yep.
So I honestly can probably contribute or attribute your acceptance of higher proof pours to Jack Daniel's barrel proof, because it's 130 plus proof usually.
But it does not. Well, the one I had,
and you call it smooth.
It didn't drink like that
because it doesn't have a lot of spiky, spicy notes. It's a very rounded, robust flavor profile.
Yep.
So you kind of get that full flavor experience without getting kicked in the teeth.
Yeah. Which I like, because I don't like getting kicked in the teeth.
Right.
I like my teeth.
But this is the bourbon, the Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Rye, which everybody who's ever tried that likes high proof stuff knows how how good that is. Yeah. And we didn't get a bottle of that, but man, we missed the boat on that one, but we would love to.
That's okay. We have New Riff Rye.
We do. But even the single barrel selects that are like 94 proof, or the single barrel ryes that are in this same bottle, absolutely outstanding.
Yep.
Jack Daniel's just came out with a 10-year age-stated whiskey, which we haven't seen yet in any of our local stores. But if they're starting to drop age statements on some of their stuff, then there's a possibility they've had some higher age statement stuff.
That's cool.
In years past. So Jack Daniel's is doing some very interesting things with the people at the helm. All right, what number are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4.
4.
So this is funny.
Do this one?
We're gonna do this one.
Okay. Single
barrels, store picks. You knew if you're watching the channel, this is a Russell's Reserve pick. This is through a local bourbon club, National Bourbon Social Club. Forever shout out to National Bourbon Social Club on this channel. Yes. But the single barrel store picks, period. I mean, we just talked about me going on a single barrel store pick for $17.92 full proof.
Well, just try it, because what is it? Something you say? The chances that you've had the single best single barrel store pick ever is pretty slim. Yeah. So you just keep trying them, because you'll probably. Some might be less your favorite, but others will probably be more. So it's always like an exciting thing to try.
And you'll get some sometimes that are duds, but go back to them, revisit them, and then if it doesn't work out, boom, you got a good cocktail whiskey. They're just a ton of fun. It's always exciting because the bottle could be wildly different than your last bottle, and it could be wildly better. Funny enough, this is a single barrel. Both of those new riffs we just talked about are single barrels, and the Jack Daniel's a single barrel. So lots of single barrel love up in this house.
Yeah.
Now we can talk about that.
Okay.
So this is a funny one for me to want to have on the list.
This is also a single barrel, by the way.
This is a single barrel as well. But this is, we're going to call it Bougie Rise.
Josh is a little bougie, if you didn't know that.
I always said that I'm not really a rye guy, and the joke is that Erin is. Erin is a rye guy.
I'm a rye guy.
But what I have found through tasting many various things is that I do really like a nice, complex, layered rye. I love that New Riff rye. I love this Old Forester barrel strength rye. I love the Jack Daniel's barrel proof rye. We got to try some Kentucky Owl, some Wild Turkey Cornerstone Master's Keep. We've been able to try some really good ryes. Yeah. And I just thought my experience of ryes was like Old Forester and Rittenhouse and Pikesville, which those are all okay, but I don't ever want to reach for those over a bourbon.
Yeah.
I'll always go bourbon first. Only will grab those to drink by myself if you're also wanting some. And then even still, I might just pour you that and then get myself a bourbon.
Yeah.
But these actually make me want to go to the ryes. The rare breed rye makes me want to go and have a pour of that, which is almost unheard of.
Yeah, you've really come into your own, my love.
Yeah, and I'm kind of kicking myself because I passed over all the Kentucky Owl rye batches because I was like, I don't like rye. Every time I tried it was either that or Willet, which is like really vanilla grassy.
Live and learn.
And
now he's come over to the dark side.
I'm over. Only problem is I have expensive rye taste. I like inexpensive bourbon, but unfortunately, I like to spend a little bit more on rye.
It happens.
So that's our fifth category. And then we're going to get into our last category that we're excited about. And it is whiskey from across the pond.
Yeah.
So if you saw our Scotch flight video, then you're going to understand this. If you didn't, go watch it. But we have a little bit left of this Ardbeg Ugadale. Thanks to Eric David Gunderson, the man with three names.
With 3 names.
And
not 2, 3.
He hooked us up with those samples, and he hooked us up with the last little bit of this bottle because he has another one. And we were blown away in the Scotch flight. Just the variety and the different flavors that you could get. Just the spectrum.
The fact that I liked it. I was fully expecting not to like any of it. And that is not what happened. And it's really exciting to find some new stuff you like.
Well, and I know that I like non-peated scotches. Like we've had some Glenlivet 18, some Glenlivet 12. I've had some Macallans. I know I like that stuff. You like Irish whiskey.
Yep.
But I think what we're finding is that while the bourbon and the rye wheelhouse is where we live, like that's our home base, sometimes you do want something different. And it's nice to be able to venture out. And it's just a fun experience to have.
Yeah.
So we're super, super excited about trying other stuff. And while, like we said, our home base is American whiskey, that's what we're going to feature on the channel primarily.
Yep.
You're going to get a little bit of this content too. So hope you like that.
Yeah.
And if you like videos like this, these conversational videos, sometimes we do lists, sometimes we just talk about topics, we do quick reviews, all that stuff is coming out every week on the channel. So subscribe. Yeah. Every Saturday we have one of these episodes, and then every Thursdays we have head-to-heads.
Blind head-to-heads.
And on these episodes too, we do other stuff.
Yeah.
Because we want to it's not just about the whiskey, it's about the whole living experience.
Speaking
so let's get into our other stuff.
I'm excited about this other stuff.
Yeah. So I proposed this one, but I also knew it would be near and dear to your heart. Yeah. So I know this episode is going to be coming out in the mid to late October range. The weather's going to be turning. Things are going to be getting a little cooler.
Holidays are coming
up.
The next few months.
It's your birthday month, so I'm thinking about in November. It's your birthday month, so I'm thinking about how I can make you feel special. And you love to be cozy.
I do.
And I don't not like to be cozy. It's not really where my mind gravitates, but I don't.
It is where mine gravitates.
Yeah. But some of the best gifts are things that you wouldn't buy yourself.
Yeah.
Or if you can buy something for someone that's thoughtful and they really like. So we're doing slippers today.
Slippers.
This is Erin's home base.
Yeah.
6 years ago, I got these LL Bean Wicked Good moccasins. And
you've had those for 6 years, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Maybe
that.
longer. It might have been 8 or 9 years.
Wow.
And they're still holding up.
Yeah.
Like, they look rag. I mean, you can see how ratchet these things look.
Yeah.
But they're still holding up. And I wear them all through the winter. Usually, I like to keep the house like an igloo.
He does. It's a fact.
These are great, but if you don't want to spend $80, $70 or $80 for the LL Bean ones, you can get some on Amazon for cheaper. We'll put that in the description below. The Land's End or whatever. It's comparable.
Yeah.
There's a couple different ones
Land's
we'll put
End's
down
a good
there.
Brand.
And then you guys, listen up.
If your wife or girlfriend or whatever wants some nice slippers, these are Jessica Simpson brand slippers, and I kid you not, I buy a new pair of these every 6 months because I wear them every day.
Literally every day.
I work from home, so as you see, I took them off my feet because I wear them all the time. If I'm at the house, I'm wearing these slippers, so I go through 2 pairs a year. That being said, they're like $25-$30 on Amazon. They have a ton of colors. A great inexpensive gift that your wife, girlfriend, friend that's a girl, neighbor, daughter, anyone would love.
And it's thoughtful, right?
It's thoughtful.
Like if you get somebody something, if you know they like to be cozy, and then you get them something that feeds into that, like that's a wonderfully thoughtful gift.
I mean, I ask for a pair of these for Christmas every year, and they're cheap, so I get them and I love it every time.
Yeah. So because you wear them so much, they wear out.
Yeah.
But they are good quality.
They're great quality. And if I didn't wear them for 10 hours a day, most days of the week, I probably could go longer.
They might last 6 or 8 years.
Yeah. But mine lasts about 6 or 8 months because I just wear them a lot. But that goes to show you how much I like them.
Yeah. And if you like this channel, you can check the video description below for our Patreon link. If you'd like to support the channel, join our online community. That's where we interact with the community over there because we're not on social media. But you can still keep up with the channel. Like we say, catch our content here every week. In the video description below, you can also find the dates of our upcoming live stream. We live stream once a month.
Yep.
It's usually like an hour and a half, 2 hour ordeal.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fun.
We try to keep it short. It never ends up being short.
Yeah. Well, we kind of put a concept around it and then do that. And then we just hang out after that and kind of have a virtual happy hour. So check that out down there below. Erin, take us out of here.
All right. Well, as Josh said, if you liked our content,
like it.
Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you keep seeing the content. And then leave us some comments below. Let us know if you've tried any of the whiskeys we've talked about. I want to know if any of you have had New Riff rye and what you think about it. That's what
I would love to hear what this give us 4, 5, 6 whiskeys that you're genuinely excited about. And by the way, little Easter egg if you've stuck around this long, the thumbnail of this video, those are not the 6 things that we had in the video, obviously, because those are a little bit more limited markets or harder to find, but those we are also very excited about those as well. So that's a little Easter egg.
So go take a look and see what those are.
Yeah, check that thumbnail out. And until next week, guys, cheers.